The future continues. Is an English tense used to describe an action that will be in progress at a specific point in the future. Okay, its structure consistent of the subject, the auxiliary verb will be, and the main verb it is gerund form, ending and ing, so resulting in a structure such as I will be studying, affirmative, she won't be working, negative, or are they what waiting? It's the four main uses. The most common is to indicate an action in progress at a specific point in the future. For example, next year, this time I will be living in Madrid. And secondly, it is used to revert to future actions that are parts of a routine of the pre-established plan, such as the that flight will arrive at 3 p.m. It's also used to ask polite questions about someone's flight. For example, are you using the car tonight? So as not you using the car, so as not to sound imposing. And finally, it describes a continuous future actions that will be interrupted by another shorter actions, often in the simple future. As I will be having dinner when you call. It's crucial to distinguish it is from the simple future will plus base verb. Since the future continuous emphasis the duration or progress of the actions at the future time. And what the simple future focuses on the action as a complete fact. The future continuous is a verb tense used to indicate that something will happen in the future and will continue for a certain period. This is key definition of the future continuous. Is begins the future. The action is not get started. I will be in its progress. The action will be happening, not get completed. Duration. It emphasizes that with action will not be instantaneous, but will span a period, although the exact duration is not specific around the given time in the future. Okay, example. If you say at 8 p.m. she will be having dinner. Is this example the action of having dinner not only happens at 8, but it will have already begun and will likely continue after 8. This verb tense is perfect if you want to talk about what you will do tonight, tomorrow, or a few weeks, a few weekends, a few months. This explains why the future continuous is useful in everyday communications. It is used to talk about plans, predictions, or events expected to any point in the future. Whenever you want to emphasize that the actions will be in progress at the moment, this is ideal for describe the state of an action is a very near future. Example, tomorrow at 10 a.m., I will be traveling to the beach. The action of traveling will be is progress at that time. Lockdown in a few years, this allows you to you informations and describe future states that will be continuous or habitual. Example, In 2030, I will be living abroad. The action of living abroad will be a continuous state at the time. Use of future continuous. The future progressive will be plus uh, verb gerund is a tense that allows you to presentation yourself a future point in time, observing an action unfolding. It describes an action in progress at a specific future time. The can use this is most important use. It's used to say that an action will begin before a future reference point will be activate that point and will likely continue afterward. And it's also used for an interaction of a future ongoing action. Is used to show a shorter action offers present in the simple present tense in the time closes or future simple future tense would be interrupted or happen while a longer action is a progress in the future. To talk about future routine or expected events, sometimes we use the future continuous to describe actions that are part of a plan or routine that is already established and not expected to happen naturally in the future. In the case, the meaning are very similar to that of a present continuous, uses word future plans, but is used to emphasize on safe and a failures. And to ask polite or indirect question about the future plans. Using the future continuous is question is very polite way to ask about someone's plans or intentions, often to see if they are linked with yours or if you can ask a favor. In the future continuous, we require information about the future, asking for information about the future. This argument refers to use of the future continuous in its interrogative form for to inquire about future plans or intentions, often in a more indirect or polite way than the simple future. And to talk about ongoing events in the future, talking about ongoing events in the future, this argument is the main and definite function of the future continuous. Is used to describe actions that will have a duration and will happen at a specific time in the future. Let's look at the examples presented on the slide. First example, will she be going to the dinner tonight? And the second example, will be having dinner with Thomas tonight. Future continuous in the affirmative. The affirmative form on the future continuous has a very simple and consistent structure. It used to state what action will be in progress and at a future point. Subject, this is the person or thing performing the action. I, you, he, she, we, the students, my dog, my house, okay, my car. Five auxiliary will be. This is the K part. Will indicate the future and be the verb to be along with the gerund indicates continuity. I can be contracted to I'll be. Gerund, this is the main verb of the sentence, always ending, study, working, always ending in ing. Example, working, even, writing, listening. Then complement time reference. This generally includes a specific future time reference at 8 p.m. this time next week, tomorrow morning. Future continues in negative. The negative form, it used to indicate that an action will not be in progress at a specific time in the future. It's ideal for punctuation plans, dating a predictions, or discerning future possibility. In everyday language, punctuations are preferred. Want, will not. The most common punctuation with any subject is the example, they will not be talking the swimming chorus. If we analyze this example, we see that that the action of talking, the chorus will be in progress in the future. Using the contraction, the sentence would be, they won't be talking the swimming chorus. It will not be working on Monday. I will not be working on Monday. I will. If we analyze this example, we see that this is the continuation of the actions of working on Monday. Using the contraction, this sentence would be, I will not be working on Monday. I won't be working on Monday. Or more commonly, I won't be on Monday, working on Monday. Future continues in an interrogative. The interrogative form is used to ask direct question about whether an action will be in progress at a specific future time. As well as we saw earlier, this usage is also common for marking polite requests or inquiries. Therefore, a question in the future continues. Simple invert the order of the auxiliary verb will and the subject as shown in the presentation. The examples in the presentation show as the following. This first, will you be traveling next month? Okay, repeat. Will you be traveling next month? We see that directly asks whether the action of traveling will be a continuous or ongoing activity at some point next month. At the second example, will you be riding your dissertation this evening? We observe that it asks whether the action of writing the dissertation will be in progress or will be the person's main activity during the evening. And finally, some key points for asking questions. Always begin with the auxiliary verb will, and remember that the entire question must begin with the auxiliary verb will. The position of be never change. Always follow up immediately with the subject. And you must have an intention. Ask if an ongoing event or activity is part of someone's plans or agenda for the future. Agenda for the future. Finally, I'll summarize all the information again to clarify any doubts. The future continuous is a verb tense used to describe an action that will be in full swimming or in progress at a specific point in the future. Thank you. Thank you very so much. Bye bye.